in Arlington, Texas. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. They run again with Dowdle. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Play action now, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. To throw is Prescott. His throw incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They run here with Dowdle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rico Dowdle taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the latest in a long line of NFL QBs from USC.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Williams over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Williams to the air on 2nd down. Allen's got it, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd and a yard, it's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And after the main field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing, Prescott. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw it. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Webster now to return. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches, as they've got it as we resume action. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now 2nd and 5. To throw, Williams. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore, a 15-yard touchdown grab, and the Bears have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Prescott on 1st down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Loose inside the 30 and down to the 16-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
All came together for the offense on that one. A short throw that turned into a nice pickup. Big-time yardage downfield, and as a defender, against that type of a route, you'd better take the proper angles. Otherwise, that's the end result. You give up a big chunk of yardage to the offense.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On the run, it's Dowdle. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Dowdle is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
I'm going back to you. 49, guys. Mike.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Rico Dowdle with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are once again back in front. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Williams. That's complete. Rome Odunze. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
On play action, here's Williams. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. To the air, Williams. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That is caught. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott now.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
To the air again, Prescott.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The first carry now. This is Johnson.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9. To throw, it's Williams. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here's Williams.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Targeting more, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw is Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. On the option to give to Swift here. And they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Williams. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Prescott.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Prescott.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On the option to give to Swift here. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To the air on 3rd down is Williams. And got his man complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Here's Swift.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Santos' kick is up and through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So Dak and the Cowboys down 23-17. Less than 90 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Prescott. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Prescott. That's caught by Tolbert.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now, he's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Here's 1st and 10.
53, check 53.
Now Dak. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. One last shot now for Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. This one came right down to the wire. At CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.